Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Rockin Reaction Rollers, where we react to music that we grew up with from the 60s to the 90s. And my name is Tammy. It's Thursday night. We're doing your guys' request, and tonight's going to be a little bit different. They're both requests, but one of them's going to be a birthday request. And actually, I'm going to do the birthday request as the second song tonight because it's a slower song, and it'd be a good one to have on our minds as we go to bed tonight. So. Ken, I'm going to get your request on tomorrow night. I was going to put 3 out tonight, but I got pushed a little later than I wanted to be on tonight. So I'm only going to get 2 out tonight. And so your request for winning the contest for having the most views on a requested song last week, we'll play that first thing tomorrow night. So anyway, the first one we're going to do tonight is a lady that I work with. Her name is Debra. I actually work with 2 Debbies. One's my boss, but this is a different Debra. We were talking music one day, and she knows I have my channel and stuff, and she watches it off and on. But anyway, this song came on, and both of us were talking about it. I'm like, oh, I love this song back in the day, and she's like, I did too. And so anyway, I'm like, who sings this song anyway? And she's like, I don't know. Well, we looked it up, and I stuck it in my pocket to put on the request list for, and just found it when I put this sweater back on today because it was a few weeks ago when she gave it to me. So it's a wonder she hasn't asked me why I haven't played it yet, but it almost got forgotten. So that's why I'm going to put this one out tonight because it was the almost forgotten request. And so we're going to go back to 1986, and this was a rough time for music for me because some of the bands like Duran Duran, Simple Minds, some of those bands, and this one included, they just had a different sound to them, and not to me it wasn't so much a rock and roll sound. And so when the hair bands started coming out, then that's when I started getting interested in more of the 80s music. But there are a few of these that I like too, and this one I really like. And so does Debra. And the name of the band is called Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark. I would have never known who sang this song, but the song that we're going to play is called If You Leave. And so you all know what it is, I'm sure, once we get to playing it here. But this is a request for Debra and my coworker. So we're just going to get right to it.
Take my heart away. Promise me just one more night. Then we'll go our separate ways. We always had time on our sides. Now it's fading fast. Every second, every moment, we've got to make it last. Touch you once, I touch you twice. I won't let go at any price. I need you now, like I need you then. You always said we'd still be friends someday. If you leave, I won't cry. I won't waste one single day. But if you leave, don't look back. I'll be running the other way. 7 years went under the bridge, like time standing still. Heaven knows what happens now. You gotta say you will.
Oh, I'm going to stop this song for a minute. I think what I was trying to say about this kind of music, it's an electronic kind of music, kind of the way disco was when it came out. I wasn't real fond of it. I like it now listening back to it. A lot of the songs and the same here, but back in the 80s, not so much. But this song, I did really like, and I think it's the lyrics to it. And right at that, in 1986, I was right at that point where it was like I was sick of men and relationships, and this was just my attitude song. One of them anyway. So I think that's what I remember about it most. It's got a nice little beat to it. And we'll talk more about this band, Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, or also they call them OMD for short. And we're doing the 1986 If You Leave. And this is a request for Debra.
Touch you once, I touch you twice. I won't let go at any price. I need you now, like I need you then. You always said we'd meet again.
Thanks for that request, Debra, and we almost missed it. Yeah, let's see what they have to say about this song here. First, I'm going to talk about the lyrics because I get a whole different thing from it. But the band states that this song is about the end of high school, the ending of your childhood. They said they were trying to capture this fear of what's coming next. To me, it's a breakup song. I'm just telling them, if you leave this time, you might as well don't come back, you get to that point. So anyway, but yes, you can take it whatever way you want. But we're going to see what else they have to say about it. This song was written and recorded in 24 hours. It was fast. It was written for the soundtrack of Pretty in Pink, as you've seen on the album cover there. And let's see. And if you want to know who Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark are, or OMD, they're an English electronic band formed in Wirral, Merseyside. And in 1978, the group consisted of founding duo, also songwriters, Andy McCluskey and Paul Humphreys. And then there were a couple other guys that joined them too. I think it's Matt Cooper and Stuart Kesher. It's written too small, I can't read it. Okay, it says it was recorded for the soundtrack to the film Pretty in Pink during the final scene. Okay, and it says this was the group's highest charting single in the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. And then later it talks about the band a little bit. Later, the other band members, all besides McCluskey, they all formed the spin-off band to this band called the Listening Pool, leaving McCluskey as the only remaining member of this group. Okay, and then it said the group completely disbanded in 1996, and McCluskey later founded the girl group Atomic Killer, for who he has the principal songwriting. He was the principal songwriter and producer. And then Humphreys, which was Paul Humphreys, which is the other guy that formed this Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark band, he went on to form the duo. Let's see, what was the name of them? With the lead vocalist Claudia Buckner from Propaganda. I can't read my own handwriting tonight, so I'm sure I got some of those names wrong. Good Lord. I wrote them too small. Okay, and then it says when this band formed together, these two guys, Andy McCluskey and Paul Humphreys, they went to school together, and some of the bands, they didn't care much. They had a distaste for bands that just were like guitar driving rock with a macho attitude, popular among most of their friends at the time. And so McCluskey and Humphreys were inspired by a German band called Kraftwerk, which inspired their electronic style that they were known for, because yeah, they didn't like the guitar and all the regular band kind of thing. They wanted to do something different, and that's what they did. So, but there were several bands out there like that. But they all, looking back, I like them now, but some of them it was hard for me to get used to. It was just a different kind of music, and I didn't care much for it. I wanted my good old Southern rock and roll still, and then, you know, then the hair band started coming out, so it started getting good again. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you, Debra, again for this. I'm sure you would have brought it to my attention sooner or later, so we got it out here tonight. It's Thursday night. We're doing your guys' request. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like it. Be sure to hit like underneath the video. The next video is going to be a happy birthday to one of our subs here on the channel, and so be sure to tune back in for that one. And just so you all know, too, when you have a birthday request, that also goes into the most views contest. So you have a chance of winning this way, too, when it's your birthday. So please just be honest about your birthday. Anyway, I know that the next one is, so that's what we'll be doing. And then, Ken, since you were the winner of last week's most views on for the week with your request, we're going to play that first thing tomorrow night. So be sure to tell those people that you love them each and every day. And peace out.